My video for December the 15th, 2019 is number 3305. The title is The Impeachment Circus. Out of curiosity, I did take time in recent weeks to watch some of the proceedings leading up to the Democrats' effort to impeach Donald Trump. While I am still not a Trump supporter, I do think those actions by the rival party were purely political and only based on the seeming fact that they did not like the Donald. He is a loose cannon in many ways. I do agree that some of the things he says do not appear that his brain was in gear before he began running his mouth. Of course, that happens with all of us. We do tend to be reactive at times, when a more carefully considered response would demonstrate wisdom. Some of the comments I heard as I listened to C-SPAN simply did not make sense to me. Not a single Republican voted for impeachment, and some Democrats did not vote that way either. It was pure party politics, and the hatred and bias was obvious. Some say they were rushed because they wanted to get it done before the holidays. I'm not certain what will happen in the Senate, but I doubt the result will be the same. To me, the whole fiasco reeks of political insanity. Abuse of power and obstruction of Congress are not crimes. It's a circus, although I did not find it very amusing. Oh, yeah, I think the whole thing over Biden and Biden's son and what happened in the Ukraine are important issues, but not about Donald Trump, but about Biden. That's where the problem was. And more specifically, Biden's son had no experience whatsoever to earn the kind of salary that he was given. It was a political game. And that's where the investigation should go. It should not be directed at Donald Trump. It should be directed at Biden. But the whole thing is political chicanery. Crimes have been committed on both sides of the aisle for a long time. And by crimes, I mean violations of human rights. It doesn't matter what race, what religion, all of the things that have been used to divide us for centuries, if not millennia, are in play still in the 21st century. Are we becoming more enlightened, or is it simply greater awareness thanks to the Internet of Things, thanks to the mass media that is now at the fingertips of everyone that chooses to pay attention? And a lot of people are not paying attention because it is a circus. It is just political gamesmanship, one-upmanship. It's a con game where they're conning us to think that something is important, which it is to them because they want to keep control. But it's not important to a lot of people, and those that actually take time to think about it and muse on the issues realize that it is a game, meaningless. Now, does that mean that everything that happens on this planet is meaningless? As I've said in recent videos, yes, some think that. That's exactly what some say, and that it's just an illusion. But it is nevertheless what we are faced with in what the media presents as important. And the media is fake news. I mean, CNN to me is the worst of all the channels. Why anyone would ever even think of watching CNN is beyond me. But MSNBC, ABC, CBS, they're all crooked. And as I've said again and again, only Fox has somewhat fair and balanced perspectives that they present. And they do have people that offer alternative perspectives for the public to consider. And I do watch some Fox. And as I said in the blurb, I watched some of the proceedings actually on C-SPAN. And I've watched some other things on C-SPAN. Not everything, but I am interested in politics, because politics and religion to me are the two areas where we have been, and I forgot to start the timer. I just looked over to see how much time I had, and I realized I never even clicked it on to start. I just started recording and talking. Wow. But anyway, this whole thing is a game, but it's an important game because it's what affects our lives. The political stuff has an effect on how we can survive on this insane planet, where the leaders seem to be the most insane of all. And it's not just politics, it's religion too. I mean, Trump would not have gotten elected if it were not for the Christian right, which is wrong to me. You know, there's so much confusion, and we live in a time of confusion because we are more aware than we've ever been before of what's going on. We still don't see everything behind the curtain. We still are unaware of all the dynamics that are at play. And I'm hoping that there are some dynamics at play that will bring humanity to a point where we can finally begin to love and listen to each other, which should be in reverse, of course. We have to listen before we can love, and realize that everyone is coming from his or her own perspective, based on experience, based on what they've been told and taught, and what they believe. But remember, belief has a lie in it, right in the middle. All belief systems have lies, and we've been lied to for a long time. When will that change? Donald Trump will not produce heaven on earth. In fact, there's more division than there's ever been that I can remember in my lifetime over any political leader. And there has been enough political chicanery going on throughout my lifetime. But now it seems to be at a place where it's never been before. And I consider it just pure insanity. It's a circus, as I've said, but it's not at all entertaining. Thank you, folks, for listening, and namaste.